How do I make my, guess that's okay. Wow. It's not working. Hello? Oh, yes, of course. I'll do that right now. Well, no worries. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll send it to, let's see here. It's just your regular messenger, right? Where is that? Okay, Barb. Oh, I see. You sent me a message. Yeah, there, I got it. Ah, don't worry. Well, nobody else is on, so you're in good company. I'm the only one. All right. Did you get it? Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. I think. Okay.
Hey, Jenny.
Hey, wait, who's there? Oh, Gwen. Hey, hello again.
Okay, sounds good.
I was trying to find a cooler
Hey, Jenny, how are you?
today, but I think I might have made a mistake. My neighbors are doing some construction work over there. Ah, it says my internet is
I
unstable.
just got
What are you up to today? Garage.
Jenny's network bandwidth is low.
Okay, I'm switching to a different internet and we'll see if that works.
No. Are you still there, Jenny?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're all froze up.
Ah, I swear.
And I'm on my lap or my desktop, so I don't have video. I can see you, but I'm black.
Yeah, I can't see you.
I do. No, I don't have a video on here.
Um,
Just audio.
just
I don't know if
audio.
I can on a desktop.
Well, I think, oh, I don't know. It depends on, I guess, if you have a camera.
Yeah, and
Just
I don't know,
me,
but
you
I
and
didn't
me.
have it last time either. But I can see everybody else.
Okay. I've got
I was going to get on with my laptop, but
it
I
didn't
think
work.
it'll take me, well, it'll probably take me too long. I still got kids, so I have parents picking up. So by the time I even find my laptop and get it plugged in and see if it's dead, half the meeting will probably be over. So I'll get it for next time.
I am trying to figure out. It's just you and me. I thought there'd be more of us on.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Barb just called and I'm sending her I sent her the link, so she'll be hopping on here in a minute. She says she's been traveling all day. Poor thing.
Okay. I'll be right back. I got a parent picking up.
Okay.
Got everybody? Okay, you need to go over here on the way before you get stepped on. There you go. All right.
I think that's fine. I'm going to be on a meeting for about an hour, okay?
Get your stuff. I'm already going. Get yours. Are you gonna see her or see something tomorrow or what's happening tomorrow? You have it tomorrow?
Let's see.
Will you see her
I
all?
love that it's recording all this. Maybe I can.
Her. You want her to say that? Okay, you want me to give it to you? Yeah. Just wait for next week. I can take it. Okay. Right here. Everything's right here. I just got a Zoom meeting going on, so. Trying to figure out all this new, exciting posh. I told you I sold Perfectly Posh. Yes, I do. Well, Jessica knew.
Okay.
But they just got merged with another company that sells wellness patches. So I'm trying to get used to all that too. So I'm going to do a get together one night for everybody. And we're going to explore it together. So we got a meeting going to
There
happen
she
soon.
is.
I'm back.
Hi, Gwen. Hi, Barb. We got to chug down some water, huh?
Okay, you guys. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Bye.
So are you just getting back from Wichita?
I am tomorrow.
Actually,
You
we
gonna bring them?
Yes.
we had a busy
Tomorrow's
day.
Friday. You just told me they weren't
No,
gonna be
we
here.
drove all the way to Oklahoma, and I just got to the lake house.
Oh,
Work from here.
yeah. No, I'm gonna be here.
Hold
You,
on.
I thought you just said that.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So
Everybody.
I know there's a lot going on. Kelly's here. That's great. So where are you? You're not at home?
No, we have a lake house. Wichita's in between our Kansas house and our lake house. So we are working all weekend, and it's just a really peaceful place to come and work. So we just have the live Saturday, Zooms tonight, straight back to back till 9:30, and we just pulled in the driveway because Wichita was already halfway here.
Yeah.
So rather than drive to Wichita and drive back home, we just kept coming.
Whoa. What lake is your house at?
It is Grand Lake of the Cherokees. It's in Grove, Oklahoma. And so it's kind of between Tulsa and Joplin, Missouri.
Okay, nice.
It's a great spot though. It's 40 minutes from Fayetteville Airport, Fayetteville, Arkansas. 1 hour and 20 from Tulsa, which is where my daughter lived. Her boyfriend played basketball there and just now got a pro contract in Germany.
Oh,
And
very
so
cool.
yeah, so she still has her store. You know, we were in the CBD manufacturing business, so my kids have their own private label brand and stores. She has one in Tulsa. So we
Nice.
check on it for her, and it's kind of like on the drive, and you know what a mom does.
Yes.
But I have no kids in town. Everybody, I mean, it's Labor Day weekend. Me and Dave are like, it's Labor Day weekend. What the heck? Here we are working. We might as well work from the lake.
Well, yes, I completely agree. I would totally work from the mountains every day if I didn't have a kid in school. So
Hey, Jenny,
I bet.
Jenny, are you getting a lot of smoke up there in Boise?
we are not really getting much smoke. We went camping last weekend and we drove through Cascade, but it's on the other side of the lake from there. So you're
Okay.
on, you're on the highway, and then there's Cascade Lake, and then you could see it up in the mountains. We saw all kinds of planes with the little scoops on them, scooping up water
Yeah.
in the lake and going and trying to put it out. One of my
We're-
friends' fire is probably 30 minutes from their house. It's really bad up there.
The smoke is just sucked into Mountain Home. It is so smoky outside that I wouldn't go outside for nothing.
Oh man, I guess
Wow,
we
that's
got lucky.
scary.
Yeah.
It is. I heard the other day on the news that Idaho is the most on fire state at this moment. So
Yeah, well, you know,
not
somebody
great.
just said there's one burning from Ontario toward where is it going up, Mike? Payette.
Oh yeah,
There's another fire just started there.
we're always in the news for the good stuff, aren't we?
Yeah. God, very smoky.
Oh man. Well, hey, I know Barb is like back to back to back on everything tonight. So we've got a few great
on here.
people here. Some that you might have met. Gwen, who doesn't have a picture up, she was on the other night. She lives in Mountain Home, which is an hour or so from me here in Idaho. And then these other three beauties you may have gotten to meet at Elevate. So
Okay. Well, that's exciting. Well,
yeah.
I felt really bad the other night when I had to be, on the Silver Diamond Jacket Zoom, because when I took your link and hit Zoom and it opened my account, I had scheduled the Silver Diamond Jacket party and I was trying to get back to you. It took me right in, and then like, here's all the silvers. And I'm like, well, hello. Like, I didn't even know what just happened. So I felt really bad, but just so you guys know, we had a great Zoom if you weren't on, and just kind of got to know each other. And my goal of getting on a Zoom with Jenny's team was just to meet you guys. If we could be sitting around a cup of coffee or something, it would be great. But since we can't, I really want you all to be able to talk about any of your pain points, any of your confusion. I think after tonight's call, everyone's going to be on literal fire, excited in a good way. And I think we've made a ton of progress this week, just communication wise, and just so much exciting stuff. So without going into all the announcements, I mean, if you tell me it's one of your pain points, I'll tell you it's going to be fixed. But I would love to just get to know you guys. And one other thing we did, we kind of set a goal of where everybody wanted to be by the last minute of the, month of August. So it's even more exciting now because we're on to a new month. And I really believe September is going to be our biggest month yet.
I agree.
So where are you all from? Tell me a little bit about yourself, kind of where you're at with your business. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Kelly, let's unmute you. I saw you talking, Kelly, but I got to unmute you.
I saw Angel talking too.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Are you
Yes.
sure you should be talking and driving, young lady?
I have it secured. We're good.
If I couldn't talk and drive, Jenny, the company would go away.
Exactly.
I have been doing that
This
for
is
8
like
hours
my
straight
time.
today.
This is my me time.
Right.
Yes, get it.
All right.
So, okay, I'll go. I am from Illinois, just outside Chicago. I did meet Barb while we were there and we took pictures together. I feel like I'm not starting over, but I think it's the best clean start we've had since I started.
Wow.
I feel like there's a lot of bad juju that has gone away for me with the coming together of Innovative and Posh. And I have people really excited for
Awesome.
fashion. And I've got my first order for September already.
That's awesome.
We were trying, and if you recall, I know you have so much on your plate. I was trying my upline sponsor is going to be walking away, and we were trying to combine it so that I could take over her stuff and people would roll under me. We had you in an email. We went to legal. It didn't work. So it is what it is. And I'm moving on.
Who was your upline?
It is Angela Maricini. And then
Okay,
Vanessa's above
and who's
her.
above her?
Jackie and then Jenny.
Jackie
Pepe.
Pepe? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I will tell you, if customers end up with Jackie and
Mhm.
Jackie wants to like move a customer or something, it's not like down the road. I mean, down the road, if somebody's in Chicago and wants to work together or whatever, it's not like Heidi and Kendall in customer service. Heidi works every day right next to Kendall. Like Heidi is a CEO, but she actually oversees everything. So,
Okay.
let's just get through this transition, because part of what
Yeah.
legal has to do is make sure that let's say that a huge leader says, I'm going to leave, but I want to put all of my people here, and it goes
Mhm.
down.
Yeah.
Then it's another 5% that the company's paying out on all that volume.
Mhm.
And sometimes when we're losing so much, and then you
Yeah.
add another level, and it's
Mhm.
not organically been built that way. If everybody did that, you know what I'm
True.
saying? I think what
No,
legal's
absolutely.
I think what legal's doing is they're looking out for how much we're losing and how much we're paying, and just because they're so careful. Like if it was me and Dave and Heidi and we didn't have a quorum vote, we'd be
You'd
like,
be like,
oh
sure.
yeah, let's put that down under Kelly, whatever. These people are like, it's probably why we're the most profitable, solid company in Terry's whole portfolio, because with
Mhm.
all the partners together, I butt heads with legal every single day, and I'm an owner. And I'll be like, Courtney, you don't be emailing my people telling them blah, blah, blah. And Courtney will be like, Barb, we're trying to protect everyone. And then Heidi has to walk me off the ledge, personalities, you know? But
Yep.
I'm glad that you're good with it and it's not a hang up, because some people do get really frustrated with legal. And just know, once we get this transition through, it's not like we can't do things to get people working together. Right now, it's
Yeah,
just like we're in the middle of
absolutely.
it. It's
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I told Jenny, I go, it's not gonna, like, it is what it is, and it's not going to slow me down.
Awesome.
Kelly
Awesome.
has the
And
best attitude for sure.
That's a
Hey,
contagious thing.
it is. Can I ask a quick question though? Like, I think the way the system will work, because people are tied to a promoter. Well, because I think Angie and Kelly are trying to make it so that her customers come over to Angie, because they've been kind of working together for quite a few years.
Mhm.
But will the system automatically bounce them to Jackie? And if
Who's the direct upline?
Vanessa.
Okay, so gotcha. Okay, so it'll go Angie, Vanessa, Stinson, which she was on the other night, but if she got a chance to talk, I think I can't remember. But she was the one who ran out of battery and had to get off. So then it'll go to Vanessa. Okay,
So like, yeah, and so myself, Hope, and Ellen will all roll up under Vanessa. As far as Angie's customers, shouldn't they just be able to order from whoever they want as long as they have a referrer code?
They
that's the
probably could.
question.
Yeah,
That's the
they probably
question.
could. And with
Okay.
all the new enhancements tonight, you're not going to have to worry about if it's a new customer or an old customer, or like, it's just going to be so
Okay.
streamlined. I'm super duper excited about it. But
That's
you,
good.
bottom line is, you've got a power stacked upline that's there to help you, and that's exciting. I'm glad your energy is so good with people leaving. That's not very common.
Yeah, I mean, I've been throwing some curveballs in the last couple of years that I'd be sitting under my desk rocking if I just let it all get to me, and I can't.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate your energy, and we're super excited about the future.
Me too.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I do get to Chicago a lot. I do a lot of trade shows in Chicago at Donald
Okay.
Steve.
Yeah, that's right by my work.
Okay. And I always stay at the DoubleTree, and I always eat at Gibson Steakhouse. It's my favorite. And
Nice.
next time I'm there, I will call you. I will tell you a powerhouse that lives there, Darcy Fanolio. Have you met Darcy?
Okay. I don't think
You guys,
so.
she's on the leaderboard every month. She's usually in the
Okay.
top 5. She is directly under Jeremy and Sarah Pease, who are from upstate New York. But Darcy loves, she is yellow, but she's also always got to be number 1. So she must have some red in her. But she is all about saving the whole world. Like, she just wants to
Okay.
be with everybody and love them, you know? So you will really enjoy her. I'll put you guys in a group text with Jenny just so you can meet. Right now, she's touring Yellowstone for the 2nd time in the last 5 weeks.
Nice.
She's just on a van trip with her husband. But she is awesome. Last week, my daughter got stranded in Chicago when they wouldn't let her Frenchie go with her when they moved to Germany. Darcy literally drove and met my friend, rescued Kilo, prayed with my daughter, brought the dog halfway between Chicago and Kansas, and we met in Omaha. That's what kind of a friend she is. So She will do anything to help you. She's an innovative nut about the patches, and I think you guys will love each other. So I'll put us in a group message just to introduce.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And Jenny, I'll just let you call on whoever's next.
How about you go, Brittany? You're the next in the row that I'm viewing.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm Brittany. I'm in Bel Air, Maryland. I've been with Posh, well now Innovative, going on my second year, I think. My direct upline is Brianna Strawn, but I've been working more closely with my upline, which is Jackie Pepe. She has helped me kind of come out of my shell a lot because I am your typical like introvert wallflower type person. So becoming a promoter and seller was something completely out of my comfort zone. And we have been breaking down those boxes. So it's more of a side gig for me, but I have done some vendor events and I've never really been able to break past like my family and friends. I've done a couple of vendor events, but they didn't really go that well. But this year I have already, I met the August qualifications for cruise. Woo woo. And I am 22 weeks pregnant, and every OB visit that I have, I get them super excited about the complete patch to the point where they keep my business cards on file now and hand out to
that's
all the
so
other moms
awesome.
that have issues keeping vitamins down. So hopefully I'll get to see some of that return eventually.
That's awesome.
So that'll be cool, but that's kind of my hope and goal is to kind of keep that relationship going with the OB office to see what can come of it, because they're super excited about it. I just got their blessing that I'm officially allowed to use our energy patch and the support patch. So I have those.
Taking notes on this. So they're telling you energy, support, and complete.
Yep, are all pregnancy approved for me. And they're actually working on promoting it to every other mom that comes through.
That is so awesome. You need to put that in the product page and maybe even in Slap That app.
Okay.
And what it's done for you. And I will tell you, there are so many moms that can't keep vitamins down, even that are approved because of the nausea.
Yep.
And just, so that's wonderful. Super excited for you. Well, we're excited to see where the future takes you. What a good plug you've got there.
Yes. So fingers crossed.
You gotta unmute. There you go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hey, I'm Angel, and I live in Arkansas, in a little bitty podunk place. I'm about 35 miles from Little Rock, so you probably know where Little Rock is.
Yeah. And Rogers, how far are you from Rogers?
About 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay. Awesome. Yeah.
But on
And
the way to Little Rock.
we're right next to Arkansas, but you're quite a ways down.
So where are you at?
I'm in Grove, Oklahoma right now, but it's 30 minutes from the Arkansas border.
Gotcha.
By Fayetteville.
Okay. Yeah. I work for Waste Management, so we have office up there that I get to do often. So I have a full-time job. I started doing Posh a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I started as Vanessa's customer, and then I was just going to join to get the discount. And then I love the products, and so I wanted to share. I'm kind of a fixer. I like to fix everybody. So I started selling, but I'm like Brittany, I never really got much out of friends and family. I did do some vendor events before COVID, and I have one scheduled coming up in October. So I'm going to get back into that. I do better in person with people. But I'm going to try to start doing some parties and get some customers out there. And I think I got a new customer today. She hasn't ordered yet, but I went to the dentist and I had my patches on. And so I was topping up the patches in Posh. So I think I'm going to have a new customer too.
That's exciting. Well, once you guys hear the announcements tonight, you'll be getting cruise points from all this stuff that you're already doing this month.
Awesome. That's all.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
I think Gwen got a chance to visit with you last time. Do you have anything to add, Gwen? Oh, hey, Lynn's on. Lynn, can you talk? Lynn didn't get to hop on till the very end last time. Let's have Lynn go. Do you mind, Gwen, if we just go to Lynn?
Thank you for
Not at
redoing.
all. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. You're on mute, Lynn.
That's the story of my life. I'm on mute.
Not me.
Story of it's one of the things that with COVID as a teacher, we're always on Zoom, and it's like you have to be muted, and every time you go to talk, it's like, oh wait, you're on mute. So nice to meet you. Yes, I didn't get to sign on until the end because our time zones, I got messages crossed, so I missed most of the meeting last time. I'm in Massachusetts, as you can probably tell by my accent. I don't think I have an accent. I think everybody else has an accent, but everybody says we do, so we'll go with that. I've been with Posh for about 5 years. I started it basically because I just fell in love with the product, and it's like I was buying it, and the person that I had a party, and the person that somebody from my party became a promoter, so I decided to
Needed
buy
to.
from her. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm spending all this money on buying products from her. I'm like, why am I not doing this? So I became a consultant, and I've had some parties. I do some small to medium-sized vendor events. I have been Pink +2. That's where my rig has, that's the highest rig I've held. And I've had some downline, and they seem to have fallen off. It's pretty much, it is a side gig, but because I am a teacher I work as an instructional coach full time. But I do love the products. I do love the patches. I wear them all the time. I have been promoting them, and I have some new customers who have started on the patches. So I look forward to see where I can go with this. And I just really feel like one of my biggest struggles I have, my VIP group is like so quiet. Like I can't get them involved in anything.
What do you think, if we could talk about the pain points, Lynn, what do you think was different before that they're quiet now and they weren't then?
They were quiet. That it's one of those things, they've been quiet. I can't really.
And before the merge?
Before the merge, they were a little more active, but not much.
So let me tell you something, because I have a VIP group, and I always just think I'm sucking at parties, right? But if you make a post and if you have 10 people in there that comment within the first hour, then the algorithms show your post to everyone. But sometimes even in the leaders page and the innovative, official promoter page, we used to call it innovative leaders, but now we call it official innovative Posh promoter page, whatever. It's real long now. We used to just call it leaders. But nobody was seeing anything, not even our announcements, not even if there was a Zoom or something. And I think part of it is getting everybody to interact within the first hour, because Facebook is weird right now. Very, very weird. It's not just that your customers quit ordering, like everybody, Chris and Kaidi have a VIP group that was a boutique always before they even joined Innovative. And then, I have one, sometimes it's crickets, like 2 comments, So I think if you can do something that gets everyone to just say something, not even about a product, that will get the algorithms up where people are seeing more of your posts. Maybe try that.
Okay.
Maybe like, what is everybody doing for Labor Day weekend? Opposed to a special, a promotion. And tonight when we make the shipping announcement, I think everybody can go crazy, you know, in their party groups. It's going to be such a blessing. I'm literally just so thankful and so grateful it's going to happen for all of you guys.
Okay, that's great. I will definitely try that. Thank you.
You're
I think
welcome.
Me more.
It's going to be so good.
I think to add to that too, because I have the same issue, like with a quiet VIP group, surprisingly, the most interaction I get is when I just post about like relaxing Sunday and what are you doing today to make sure that you get some me time. And that gets like, it revives it for like a couple of days and then I'm good. And then I have to do it again each weekend. So just something simple like that you can do every week.
I saw one the other day that went crazy and it was like, everybody, we see everybody's faces and where you're from or whatever, but tell us what you do for a living. And like this thing went berserk. Like everybody wants to talk about what they do, you know? And I was thinking of doing that this weekend because it's Labor Day, you know? Everybody usually gets a day off work. Like tell us what you do. Because then you'll notice, like, then everybody's seeing your post once that happens. So maybe do that like right away before we start about any of the product announcements or ordering, or that would be a good one. We need like a social media counseling page where everybody just shares all their tips, but there's already so many pages, we can't add another page, right?
That's true. And then we'd all be sharing the same thing. We all get put in Facebook jail.
Yeah, that's true. 100%.
I have been there. I have been there. We had a couple of years ago, we had a whole bunch of posh leaders all got put in Facebook jail. Did any of you guys go to jail? So we had cell block pink t-shirts made up for everybody because we were all locked out. We had our husbands posting in there for us and whatever because we couldn't do anything.
Oh my gosh, what a hoot.
It was pretty funny.
And I forgot to tell Lynn with her accent. So my original mentor that taught me everything when I was a 3-time failure in network marketing. And then my husband joined, this introverted, shy, non-social guy. And our mentor plugs him into a system and Dave goes crazy and makes tens of thousands of dollars while I'm telling him like, you're never going to succeed here. And he was from Lynn, Massachusetts. And all of our trainings were on audio cassettes. And he would always say, drawer, not draw, but drawer, something like that. And certain words that Dave will still say, and he'll go, wait a minute, it's
Draw.
accent. What's that?
Draw.
Yeah. It's just like the AWs are ORs or something, you know, it's like, but I love it. So I forgot to mention that. I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking, but good stuff.
Wants to chat? I think there's some more people on here.
I'm a party crasher.
Hey, Melissa. Melissa's not part of my team, but she's part of my team. If you get
Sort
what I'm
of.
saying.
That's so awesome. Where are you from, Melissa?
So I am in upstate New York. I actually was on a call with you a week and a half ago with Lisa Constantine and her team.
Yes. Can I add you to the New York chat I have going? We're trying to book a meeting there.
Yes. So I can help you with that because we're trying to, there's a couple of us that are trying to keep the team going.
Good for you. And
if you will.
It's sad
So,
because
yeah.
I love Lisa, and when Heidi was putting together the hostess rewards and everything we're launching tonight, you know, she spent all day on the phone Sunday with Lisa and thought it went great. And I'm like,
I know.
But I want to tell you something. Last night,
It's okay.
when we had the call with all the plats that we just went over all the pain points. You know what I honestly feel like, you guys? I feel like a little cancer gets in the group and people get all these things going that aren't true. And then fear sets in. And then also maybe some people have seen a difference in their income because of the transition. And then there maybe is a poacher that comes along with some little offer. And then, oh, that's true. And oh my goodness. But when the realness sets in, I messaged Gretchen and Lisa both today and I said, you know, you can always come back because nobody knows how hard it is to go start over. And I've done it twice and I never want to do it again. It is brutal and you think your teams are going to follow you and they don't. And the little guy that doesn't have this to go follow, he just decides I'm giving up. I'm never doing this industry ever again. And it's ugly, ugly, ugly. So, I just keep praying about it. And I thank you for trying to keep the teams together, but I'm going to add you to the New York group because I'm trying to get Lindsay, Testa, Jeremy, Sarah, Jackie, like anyone there. And Dave and I are just going to fly in and blow up the upstate New York group. It's going to be awesome.
Yes. So, yes, thank you. Yeah. So I was the one that was taking my son fishing when we were talking the last time.
Yes, I remember that.
If you remember. So, but yeah, so I'm getting ready. Bills are on in a week. So I'm excited. So, and the accent, I used to have a downstate accent and now I live in upstate. So I don't have an accent anymore. So, but, I was going to say, so I connected with Jenny because I don't know if anybody has told you about this pledge event that we used to do. So last September, so we're coming up on a year actually, they flew us all out to, a bunch of us out to Utah and they put us in these little like pledge classes and Jenny was my pledge mom. So when Lisa said that she was stepping down, I reached out to Jenny and was like, can you adopt me?
Oh,
so she is amazing and invited me and some of the other leaders into the group. So if you see us, we're just trying to keep going. And I definitely have social media ideas for posts. September is Self-Care Awareness Month. So you can start with like, what do you do for self-care? Things like that, but definitely asking questions, stuff definitely not related to the products and where people can talk about themselves. They love it. So I do a lot of that. But I've been with Posh for 3 years. I've been using the products for 6. And I have a small, very, very small team. But most of them are staying around for now. So yeah, so we're just trying to move forward. I think I'm excited about the changes and, announcements for tonight. I have some ideas as to what I think they are, but yeah, so
there's been a little hint dropping in here if you haven't noticed.
Oh yes, I know. I won't say my predictions because I don't want to put Barb on the spot, but I had my 3 predictions.
One of my top leaders said, so tell me what the comp plan changes are. I said, dude, it has nothing to do with that.
Oh, like that was not one of my guesses.
And he's like, this is terrible. I'm like, no, like our only focus has been how we help Posh get back to what, they're used to. And so much good stuff is coming. So I appreciate your loyalty and I appreciate Jenny being such a great leader to just, sideline is so common here. Everybody does it and it's gonna be awesome. But I just added you to the New York group and we're talking about like what's central to where everybody could show up, not just like one person's down. That might be, I have you in there. We'll start some discussions.
Yeah, it's now I lost my train of thought, but I had something really profound to say and now I lost it because this big car went by.
Oh no.
But yeah, to me, that's what it was, is that, to me, a part of the reason that I joined this company and what it has done for me is the relationships that I've built with people. So I don't care if you're my upline. I don't care if you're even on my leg or whatever it is. Like me and a couple of the other girls, like we just want to help people that want to keep going, just because our group has dissipated because our leader has stepped down, it does not mean that we need to, that we need to do that too. So I'm very appreciative that Jenny is taking us under her wing. And I think we roll up to Terry Berry, but I know she's got a lot going on with her nephew. So, or her grandson rather. So I'll take the help from wherever I can get it and I will put it back out into the world. So thank you guys for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. I love your energy. And that's true leadership too.
On VIP group interaction posts if you're game for it.
Absolutely. I actually already sent you a message to remind myself because I definitely have some ideas and I will tell you guys, there's an app that I have that's free. It's called Action for Happiness. They also have a Facebook page and every day they will give you a new thing. So today was like self-care is not selfish, it's essential. So I posted that with a couple of other things in my group and said, what's your best thing to do or favorite thing to do for self-care? And people like to talk about that. I don't care if they talk about POSH or if they talk about, nutrition. I just want them to share what they like to do because they like to talk about themselves and it gets the interaction going. So the last couple months I've done the daily post. And that seems to, it's a lot of the same people, but if you can, like Barb, like you were saying, like if you can get enough people to comment right in the beginning and they expect it to be there at a certain time every day, I think that gets people going and you'll get random people that you haven't heard from in like 6 months and you're like, oh, they're still here.
Yes.
So it does work. You have to just learn how to work the system with the algorithms for sure. It's called Action for Happiness. And so this month is actually a self-care focus. So that's kind of fun. And they do a lot of like positive and motivational quotes and stuff throughout the day too. So it's a good app and it's free.
Thank you.
Who wants to chat? Let's see. I think that goes back to you. If you have anything, Gwen, that you want to add, I don't know. I think you may have gotten all of your adding in last time, but
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is you, Jenny. I don't know anybody above you, next to you. I don't know who I belong to. So you have to help me start this journey again because I'm totally lost.
Because you're not very far from me. So let's get together and chit chat sometime.
Right.
Coming up soon, I want to do another launch event here in Boise. We used to do them kind of twice a year around the new catalog. And I honestly have kind of just been in a holding pattern trying to just get my feet on the ground with all the new stuff, but we'll do it again. And I'll make sure, Gwen, that we find a time that works for you too, so you can come up and we can all, be face to face and you can invite, bring a carload of people with you or whatever.
Yeah, give you a little background. I've been with POSH for over 6 years. I went through all the changes with people getting fired, my direct upline, to being lost in the company because the company decided that they're going to be my upline and not tell us nothing on a personal basis, to losing all hope. And that went on for a few years. And I met Jenny and reached out to her to see if she would adopt me. And she did. And got the company to have her as my upline. And then the merge happened. So I got lost again. And to be honest, I still feel lost. I don't know. I don't do Facebook pages very well. I don't have customers really anymore because they've all just kind of moved and went on their own little ways. I don't know how to promote it anymore. I have my little circle of my parents. Background. I am a preschool teacher. I've been a preschool teacher for almost 30 years. I've always worked for other people. For the last 10 years, I decided to work for myself and I started doing it out of my home. And I have all my parents telling their friends, so I never am a lack of kids, but I don't have that same energy for POSH. I don't know how. So
You don't have that same energy. I'm sorry, you were missing out. What was the last word you said?
for POSH.
For
I
POSH.
have it for my kids and my parents love what I do with their kids. I just need to figure out how to take that same energy and put into this business that I'm doing with my home business.
Did you used to have energy with POSH, Gwen?
I did. And I had it when Tasha was my upline. And she had the energy for us all. She had energy for the whole company. I mean, I didn't care who. And Jenny can say that. And yes, and then something happened between her and Anne, and they let her go. So
You know, guys, I've been hearing this so much, and I think this is good. Like, this is the type of talks that we need to have, because most of the people, Gwen, just give up and they're like, I lost the magic, I think it's almost like trauma. I'm not kidding. Like
I agree.
it's when you imagine what it's going to look like and then it changes. And I'll tell you guys something really personal about me. I am 100% obsessed with my family, 100%. And when my kids went to school, I thought, this is the way it's going to be. My kids were all incredibly smart. They were on college teams, one dancer, one cheerleader, one playing football at K-State. And I developed pulmonary lung disease. I started to tell you guys this the other night. And something happened where my son was like, Mom's life expectancy is 4 years. I'm going to quit school and go home because I don't want to be here playing football my senior year and my mom's dead. And like, I missed the last 4 years. So he quit college football and he came home and he said, Mom, I want to travel with you. And I was the top earner in longevity, where I merged a company that I owned for 10 years that was debt-free, exploding, and they sold me on the infrastructure, kind of like a liquor infrastructure, but like they were a big California company. Me and Dave were in a little podunk town in Kansas of 2,000 people. There wasn't even a ramp or a dock behind our building. And we were doing $1 million a month in 90 days. I mean, you just can't imagine. Like, we had been sustaining this for 8 or 9 years. We were debt-free. We were kicking ass. These people were my family. I've been with them forever. So after 10 years, we make this merge happen. And then I get this disease. And my son quits college and he says, I'm going to go run with you and travel with you. I love you, Mom. We're going to do this so big. And he gets his checks to $6,000 a month and leaves his childhood dream of being a D1 football player at the freaking K-State University with Bill Snyder. The next year, my baby graduates. She goes there to cheer. Brother's not there. He's building an empire. He's at $6,000 a month. He's 19 years old. He's climbing, whatever. There gets to be this whole same situation, just like you guys explained with the Ann Dalton situation. Same thing, except my lady had a different name. And it's crazy. I always laugh about myself and make myself out to be like not very good. And I humble myself and I joke about myself because alpha women cannot handle me. So I will take the back seat and I will let all of you go up front and I will clap for you. And I hope you all pass me and I hope you write your own book and whatever. Because this is what I learned. When there gets to be this toxic thing, this person that has a very low self-esteem because there's other women that are winning will be on attack. And what happens is it's like a self-destruction. It's just like a dismantling. And so it was happening and I was not leaving because I had gone from zero when I merged my company with them. I no longer was the owner making millions. I was on commission only, right? 6,000 a month after I'd been making 100,000 a month, but I could see what was in it for my people. So I was willing to take the sacrifice because this was going to be a lifelong legacy. Well, my husband wouldn't take the abuse. He was like, you're not going to treat my wife like this. You're not going to do the crazy stuff. And finally, Dave said, I'm going to step down and go do our manufacturing company. Barb, you don't have to be treated like this. And I said, for $120,000 a month, I'll see this lady at convention. I'll put on a smile. I'll take it like a man. I'm not going to, ruin my livelihood. My kids are going to college. I'm sick. I couldn't breathe. Wrongful termination happens, you guys. And I have helped young kids like my own son watch the death of a dream and build a new one. And I'm not going to mess that up. So I'm just like, okay, this is what it is. My mother-in-law was 74 on an employee there because she had always been ours and she was a distributor and she lost her entire income at 74 and developed cancer within 6 months from the stress. And they gave her 90 days to live. My son lost his check and went into a full depression for 3 or 4 years. My daughter had a home and lost everything and became an opiate addict. So here I am, this 2 years ago on Christmas, we're planning a Disney cruise. I have a kid that goes through a separation and he has a little girl. I have a daughter that's in trouble with opiate addiction that I prayed every day she wouldn't die. And my other daughter, my baby, is graduating K-State and I'm trying to keep them in college going from $120,000 a month to zero overnight. Yeah. And you guys, that's how I met Heidi. I went to the Most Powerful Women event because like you, Gwen, and I started to tell this story the other day, I lost all, it's how I thought we were going to be, this powerful family, this power couple. Our kids are all in the industry. We're all winning. Everything just, my whole life went away. You know, Christmas
Right.
was my favorite holiday. Now I hate holidays because I'm in this transition right now with my kids, and I'm trying to put the pieces back together. And even $1 million company like Innovative, some things money cannot fix. That's the bottom line. And what I'm telling you guys is, I want to help you build an income here. I want to help us build an empire here, but it's not about the money. Like, together, we are all doing our own struggle. Jackie Pepe, I cried all night last night after that Zoom. I mean, to have your entire team dismantled and to say, I'm excited about trying to start over. Like, and it's only because I've been there, you guys, and I've had crazy people in the industry attack me and try to destroy me, even still today. And you look at what you thought was such a beautiful thing, and you become very attached to the name, the branding. We are perfectly posh. We are the posh tribe. Last night, Jerem talked about his pink whistle. He said, you guys, this has to be more fun. I'm sending you both a pink whistle. We were like, okay, we don't know what a pink whistle is, but you know, I'm being transparent with you guys because today I was supposed to be driving with my daughter to an appointment that she would not go to. And I told Jenny, I will be in the car all day, but I will be on the phone, and then I will be on your Zoom. And I've been dealing with this pain all day long, but I still somehow have to like show up. I'm not trying to share my private life as a CEO, but I don't think you guys know Barb and Heidi. Like, my heart hurts. My dreams get shattered. People have left me. People have tried to tear me down. I've had to start over. And somehow, Gwen, if your parents love you and the preschool kids love you, maybe what you do is just, as much as you're attached to the culture that you had with Posh and Sasha, is that her name? That was your
Tasha.
upline?
Tasha.
With a T?
Tasha. T.
Yeah. Maybe you try to like recreate some new chapter where maybe you're going to impact the children in the preschool because of Complete Kids. Maybe you're going to help the preschool moms be able to be home with their kids, you know, like some new dream. And it's hard for me. I told Dave today, it's hard for me to take a family picture when Callie's in Germany for the next 2 or 3 years. And by the grace of God, Chance and his girlfriend with the 3 kids got back together last week when we were there for the birthday. But you guys, it is, every single one of us has suffering, and every single one of us has our own problems. And I told Jackie last night, there was a book that we read by Byron Katie called The Works, and it might help you guys if any transition you're going through. Even when Dave lost his only brother to suicide, we would read this book and she would help you reframe when you've lost everything, when you're empty. And I know most of you on here are excited, but I need to speak to Gwen because we need to be a team that doesn't let anybody fall off and lose their dream. Losing 2 leaders last week, like Gretchen and Lisa, to me was like, I took it very personally because it's my responsibility as a CEO to say, let me love on these people and let them know, like, this is going to be the greatest chapter you've ever had in the industry as a promoter of anything. But when people feel like Gwen does right now, you can't just make yourself get the magic back. You know, I went to a Most Powerful Women's event and I sat there all weekend. This was 5 years ago. And that's where I met Heidi. And nothing all weekend got me excited. When I flew home, my husband said, "Are you excited?" I said, "No." I sat in the front VIP group with a bunch of $1 million earners. I don't give a shit about being $1 million earner. I never want to do this industry again. It makes me want to puke just listening to them. And, you know, it was just a chapter. And then later you look at me and Heidi together, you know, 3-4 years later, she's like, wow, I never dreamt that we would be in business together or do this industry together. And I think all of you and even our people have been through a whole like emotional transition lately, and we're building trust. We're growing and we're improving every day, which has taken a lot of patience. A lot of people are giving up and quitting, but you guys aren't. And with Jenny, I want to say with Jenny as your upline or even your sideline promoter, you have such a rock here. Like, she is truly very rare in the industry. Let's just don't let anybody on this Zoom ever fall out. You know, let's just watch each other's backs. Don't put up with any gossip. Always be building the empire, not tearing it down. And if you feel somebody doing that, take note. The only people that hurt other people, gossip or tear down, is because they're hurting. It's fear-based.
Yes.
It's fear-based. And we can't blame them and hate on them and go call someone else. We need to be like, are you okay? You know, are you okay? Is there something that I can do for you? Because if we have that kind of a culture, I'm telling you guys, this will never, ever be like what you've experienced in your past. And it will never be like you've seen us the last 90 days. That's been our worst ever. We're at our worst. We're exhausted. But we are all so strong right now. And I thank you, Jenny, for putting this Zoom together. I'm sorry we had to cut it short the other night, but you can message me. You can call me. You can group message me with your own upline. Nobody will outwork me. That is one thing. I may not be a 4.0 student, but I made millions of dollars finding someone smarter than me, being humble and plugging people into a system. You know, I am all over the place. It's my personality. I have a ton of energy. I love to motivate. I'm not always the most organized. Sometimes I even have misspellings in my posts, which drives people nuts. But you know what? If I didn't hurry up and do it by voice while I was driving, I wouldn't get the post done. So at least I get the post done, right? So I think we're all different personalities. You're going to find that. Connect with whoever even Dave, my husband, whoever you feel like you can relate to. And if you're struggling and we don't have a Zoom like this, just reach out, you guys, because there's going to be days that you're going to feel like that. And Gwen, I'm going to be praying for you, because the book I started to write during this whole transition was Surviving the Death of Your Dreams and Trying to Find a New One. And it's weird because I told Dave today, I said, I should pick that book back up. But the chapter was so ugly the last 4 years. I was like, I don't even want to journal and write a book. Like, dear God, just please, I surrender, right? But I see so much purpose in everything God allowed to happen that I can relate to every single person in Posh right now. And I think that's why he allowed it to be so painful. And I think it's why I'm so personally attached to anyone that's thinking about leaving. You know, I don't want us to have any more casualties. And I keep thinking, if God removes someone from the table, he heard what they were saying when you weren't there. But still, you know, it's hard to see so much transition.
Well,
So
anyway, just be completely frank and open and honest. I loved what Posh was because of the hype, the excitement, the new product, the earning this and winning that. But brass tacks, you're human to me and was not. I don't know if you can understand where I'm going with that.
Yeah.
It's like,
And we're going to bring that
on a pedestal, but she would never come on like you do. And I think I appreciate this more than anything I ever got from Posh from Anna. Because
I want you guys.
Yeah, she just didn't seem like she was with us.
Yes. Yeah, can I call you right back? I'm right in the middle of a Zoom, Gunny. Absolutely, I will. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys.
No, that's okay. But it's just being honest and open, because right after it first happened, I was going to leave Posh. I was going to leave it because I didn't know anything about you. I didn't know anything about what you were trying to tell me that I need to learn. And on top of already being lost and just finding Jenny, I mean, what was it, just a few months that I had just found Jenny, then it was changing again for me. And
you guys have just been through a lot. It's got to be like PTSD.
I was going to just leave and buy from Jenny, but it was not me. I could not just give it up because that's not who I am.
Well, I'm so glad that you stayed, and I'm going to make you so happy that you're here. And we are going to bring the fun. We are going to bring the product announcements. I know they're working on the weekly thing that you guys used to have. And Dave's been on, you know, we have so much inventory, you guys. Like, we have so much inventory. It's just been hard to do anything like that for the mere fact, like, it wasn't all in the warehouse. And we were just, there's just so many moving parts. I might need a charger because I'm on 3%, but I need your kind of charger. I'll go wherever you follow me with a charger. Every device is burning up. But I want you guys to know I am a sounding board if you're mad and pissed and angry and you think the whole thing's horrible, just call me, because I will listen and I will not defend and I will go to bat. And I thought I might get demoted for the shipping rage I had. And, 10 days ago, Ken said, Barb, we can't do it. We pay the fulfillment center. We pay LaCour more than these girls used to pay for shipping. We can't do it. So I called Terry. And I'll tell you guys, Ken and Heidi said, don't say we said to call. And I literally said, I would rather us lose money than lose everything we just purchased. We have $22 million worth of inventory. What are we going to do with all this if everyone quits over shipping? And so this announcement that's coming tonight that I think you guys are going to be so excited about is because he said, if you really think that's an issue, let's see who goes to work if you get your way. And I'm telling you guys, when you hear this announcement, by God, you better go to work, because I thought I was going to get my own smack on my pay, but I was like, I don't care what we got to do. And, sometimes you can't be afraid to go talk to the boss and feel like you're intimidated. Like, I'm just a girl that doesn't even have a group, or my whole group quit, or like whatever. Like, you've got to know that we're here for you. And we are, because remember, I only get paid the same way you guys get paid. So if it can be improved for you, it's going to be improved for me, because I don't get a paycheck. I get a commission on my customers that order. So if your customers are jumping out of the shopping cart, and it would help me not have my customers jump out of the shopping cart over shipping, we both win. We just need to be sure that we're all building and we're not in management mode, just constantly wanting something else, and I think tonight people are just going to take off and go crazy the whole month of September. I am so excited for you guys to hear.
I have to say that I went into Dallas going, I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to see what happens. And I came away from Dallas tighter with Jenny and having the best feeling I've had since joining Posh.
That's so awesome.
I am so tremendously happy, because I feel like I connect with you, Barb, so far, of everybody, on things that you say and how I am. And I feel like this is really the absolute start to where I'm going to go in this business.
Well, that is my prayer for each and every one of you guys. And you got to think, we're a brand new company. Like, not very many people have the story. It's just starting. We just launched. Like, every person in the world wants that story. So any of you that have had Posh for 10 years and you've loved it, and it's a 10-year-old company, usually that initial excitement and explosion is kind of like tapering off if you don't have new people coming on. So for Terry to say this company needs help, and for us to be like just starting to take off, we haven't even ever hit momentum yet. Like, we're babies in the business. But then Posh has all of you amazing leaders, and we have leaders. But when you think about all the trainers that were on stage at the Posh event, you think about all the talent, all the experience they have, all the knowledge, all the mentoring. Like, there's no ego here, you guys. I wouldn't care if Jenny said, I'll take the Saturday morning call. I'd be like, thank goodness I can have Saturday off. Like, like, we're trying to bring up this leadership and talent, not be dominating. And I think you guys are going to love everyone here. Everyone's going to connect with different people, but more than anything, let's try to build a friendship and a relationship where we have trust and hope for the future. Like, that's really it. Like, and Gwen, I want you to get your fire back. I don't know if you do a lot of, do you ever do dream boards, or have you ever done any exercises like that?
No.
It's hard when you're not in a good place, but I'll tell you, my kids, Callie called me from Germany, and Chance texted me earlier, like, what are you and Dad going to do? It's Labor Day weekend. I said, I'm going to work, and I'm going to work on my dream, because the true tragedy in life isn't really when we die. It's when we're on this planet and we're just kind of operating, just kind of walking around like, yeah, I mean, it's just this corpse that's just going through a routine, and there's not any real obsession. No magnificent obsession, no burning desire. And yeah, I'm building a company and I want Innovative and Posh to be the next billion-dollar company. But you guys, you can't attach your whole dream to Posh and Innovative. Like, you have to think, like, what am I going to leave? You know, what is my legacy going to be? What do I want to do for my grandkids or kids or my charity or whatever? And I think sometimes when I've been at my lowest and I just couldn't get excited about it anymore, I did get excited about something for someone else. You know, that's why I was saying maybe your kids, maybe the parents, you know, because you're already saying you're good at that and they love you.
Did she die?
I think she
I
might
think
have
the
died.
battery died.
I was gonna say, I think her battery died.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey, well, she may hop back on because I think I saw Dave with the power cord there.
Yeah, I saw him shaking it.
I did I recently did a new vision board or a dream board, whatever you want to call it. And I've only done a handful of those in my life. And every time somebody's like, make a dream board, I'm like, you know, I just like, I don't know why I don't ever want to do it. But
Oh,
when I was doing my dream board, I looked back at my other two ones and I realized I already did all those. And so like putting that down is important. And I've been thinking about maybe trying to do an exercise like that on our team page because there is a lot of value in it. Just the process of creating it. And I have it hung in my office. I mean, then you just go get it. It's like, oh, that's what I'm working for. It's not even like, it's just subconscious then because you've already decided, you know? So maybe we'll do like a vision board or dream board thing on the team page because I think that would have a lot of value.
That'd be
Did
awesome.
you get plugged back in, Barb? Uh-oh, you're on mute.
Yeah.
Yes, my other device died and Dave's charger must not be working. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just burning them all up.
I know it's like that when you're on Zooms all day long. They suck the life. Like my computer, I was at 100% and now I'm at 33% just after this Zoom. So I don't know how you do multiple. I'm gonna have to plug in.
It's all good, but do you have anything else, Jenny? Or I didn't mean to take over your spot either, Gwen. I just really felt like I should share with you.
No, you're good. I'm just taking it all in and I'm going to depend on Jenny to keep going.
Yes. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I got big dreams, people. You're not stopping me. Somebody said, well, what are you going to do? This is not the same. And I said, I don't see any obstacles I can't either go over, around, or through. And so until I find one that I can't conquer, I'm going to just keep building my dream, So I will be here, Gwen. I'm not going anywhere.
Sounds good.
Good,
Yeah.
because you adopted us all.
I know. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Well, gosh, I know that Barb has to get on another Zoom here shortly, but I do want to say while you're listening, Barb, that I think Gwen kind of hit the nail on the head when she talked about just finding some sincerity and caring here. When I saw you and Heidi both with the people that have been with Innovative for a while, and just the way you all greeted each other and hugged each other like real hugs. Like I'm a real hug person. I'm not like a little pat you on the back person.
Right.
You're like sick or something. I don't even know. I don't think I would even do it then, but I could see love there. I could see genuine caring. And the people that I've talked to ever since I got back from Dallas, that's what I say. Cause the business part of it is not going to be the same. I was with Posh when we were a startup and we had 3 people in an office and we had our website hosted on a free server. Like we were there, but not everybody was there for it. But we didn't always have this kind of caring that I feel like we have now. So we might not know what else happening. Things are bumpy and we came and we just, I don't know, we turned your world on edge probably a little bit, but I behind the scenes, and if you get a chance to talk to Barb or Heidi, you can see that there is real sincere caring there. And I think that counts for as much as anything that there is.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. And I feel like that's the most important thing. I always tell people, you can go look at the comp plan and you can go look at the party platform and you can go look at the products, but if you don't know the owners, I learned that the hard way. And it's been a pretty brutal experience when you go through something like that. And so I always tell people, you know, you got to go right to the heart of the company, because at the end of the day, whatever you build, if you don't know you're building it on a strong foundation, it can just be gone like that. And integrity is everything. Ken and Heidi are so strong about that. Yeah. And you know, it's funny because when that's your strongest thing, people will question your integrity. It's just the craziest thing. But we are super excited to have you all. And like Jenny said, anything you ever need, just message me, and don't miss tonight's live on the Facebook page.
Yes. I'm going to have a brand new promoter sitting here with me watching your live. I've got somebody coming over for a glass of wine and to sign up.
My goodness.
So
That's exciting.
My
What
first
time
new
is
one.
it? What time will it be, Jenny?
It's at 7 Mountain, right? 6
8 Central.
8 Central, 6
7?
Pacific,
9
7
Eastern.
Mountain, 9 Eastern,
Eastern.
6, 7, 8, 9, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. Well, Barb, thank you. We should let you, you know, have a drink of water, get some food.
No worries. Dave
something.
brought me a plate. Look at this
Oh,
guy.
nice.
He's like, here's your plate. And I'm having him return the call that kept calling me.
Oh, awesome. That's perfect.
Well,
Well,
I
thank you.
appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Barb.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Barb.
You guys
Thank you,
have an
Jenny.
amazing weekend. Nice to meet everyone. Oh,
Yes.
and the Maryland connection. Who was it from Maryland?
Me.
The mom. Yes. I'm like, mom, baby, Maryland. I'm trying to remember this. Becca Ferris lives there. Have you met her?
I have not.
Were you at convention?
I was.
Okay. Becca is the 74-year-old woman. She has over 100,000 a month in volume. She's just a hoot. I don't know how else to explain her, but she is on my front line, and she lives in Germantown, Maryland.
Okay.
It's not far from DC. I think maybe 45 minutes or an hour. She's a delight. So she's a green, she's a detail person. She knows everything inside and out, up and around, from the website, the back office, anything you ever need. And she loves having events. So, you know,
Awesome.
anything you ever need, and I can connect you guys in a message.
Perfect.
All right. Well, you guys have a great night.
Yes,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you
You
soon.
Thank you guys for having me. Good
Bye,
night.
guys. Thank you
Talk
so
to you
much for
soon.
hopping on. We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.